Hello and welcome to the last lesson of the course. This time, we are going to work on the logo or the emblem, and we'll prepare the document for the final presentation. First of all, place the color palette on the right part of the screen. Like this. Color palette. Okay, let me place this properly. Alright, we are missing the logo. Let's begin with the circle. Even though she might look like a villain a bit, circles are associated with good. She is a superheroine after all, so this circle might soften a bit this wrong impression of a villain. Inside this circle, we could enter the initials of this character. In my case, she is the Lava Queen, so her initials will be LQ. I think it's a good idea to draw them myself using the color palette. You can do this basing it on the personality of your character. Perhaps you want an aggressive look, or perhaps you want a more innocent approach. As for me, I wanted an elegant look, so I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to use the L of lava. As for the queen part, I came up with this solution, adding a crown to the circle. This way, I don't have to force a Q in this reduced space, avoiding this issue altogether. Okay, this is the finished logo. Nothing too complicated. Just play around with the color palette and the name of your character. Okay, so this is basically the explanation. The L comes from lava, and the crown refers to queen. Of course, if you haven't thought of a name for your character, now is the time to do so. For this reference sheet, you'll also need to include the color palette. We got it from previous lessons, so this is okay. You can also think of the superpowers of your character when designing the logo. For example, a flame could have been nice in my case too. I like this logo as it is from the beginning, so I didn't want to experiment too much with it. Try to avoid adding too many details to the logo. Adding details is fine, but don't overdo it. The cleaner, the better. Your audience will understand it much faster, and that's exactly what we want. Also, be careful with the shapes. In my case, I wanted to give it a royalty vibe, so I tried to imitate a calligraphic typography. To me, it suits my character, at least in my opinion. So, this would be my character reference sheet. If we wanted a 3D modeler or an animator to turn this character into a 3D render or something like that, this would be the best way to do so. As you can see, this reference sheet includes the character, his or her name, the color palette, some interesting details about him or her, and anything that might not be clearly stated by just looking at the drawing. Oh, for example, around the hands and the feet, I'd like to point out that there's glow over there. Writing this on the reference sheet will help the 3D artist or animator to better represent your idea. It avoids any kind of unexpected reinterpretation because of lack of info. You can do it the other way around. If you want to give some leeway in how to reimagine your character, or you want to give some freedom for modifications in post-production, you can also state so. I'm still writing some more info about my character, like how the hips should be and so on. Alright, so to finish, save your document and export it, ready to be included in our portfolio. I hope that you like the course. I can't wait to see your projects in ToothPad. Thank you very much and see you soon!